Hello everybody and welcome to the Fatbikeshow. Firstly, thank you so much for all the nice comments and feedback from the last show. Going to include some couple of video clips that you guys have sent in, which is terrific. Keep them coming in. Quick update, I'm now on OnlyFans, so if you'd like to see a version of this show where I'm completely naked, simply click here. Oh my god, did you move your finger there? Did you try and click? You should be... Shame on you. Shame. That's not the kind of community we're trying to build here. You need to take a long, hard look at yourself if you moved your finger to that button. Guys, one other quick reminder while I think of it. This episode, there's lots packed in here. This episode, there are channels. If you go in the description, you can jump to whichever section you like just by clicking on the little link there. Or you can scroll along the bottom of YouTube and actually see where all the chapters are and scroll along with your finger and jump to that bit if you want to see a particular section or you want to rewatch a particular section. Anyway, on with the show. So, coming up in this week's show, my big plan to convince you guys that a fat bike can be your only bike continues. I kept up with a trail ride with some great riding buddies last time. This time I'm going to take my fat bike, full suspension fat bike, to a trail centre in Wales. Now this is specifically designed for cross-country and a little bit of a mix of downhill trails. People normally take fairly long travel bikes to these places, but I'm going to show you whether a fat bike can cope with a red trail in the Welsh mountains. Welcome to Wales. Thanks for joining me again. I am in a trail centre in south of Wales called Cwm Carn. This place has recently had some work done to it. I rode here about 10 years ago. It is a beautiful location, you can see from the valley. Don't know how many trails I'm going to be able to do, but we're chatting to this lovely Welsh guy in the car park, a local lad. We said to him, if you can only ride one trail, what would it be? And he said the CHAINRING Trail. Probably pronounced that wrong, but I'll put the name up. So we're going to do that. It's about a 3.5 hour ride. You can see I brought the fat bike. I think the fat bike can do almost anything.
Oh no, it can't.
My friend Grant has other ideas. He thinks I should have brought my 150mm travel all mountain Lapierre, but I gotta say, a fat bike, it can't do everything, but it can do a hell of a lot more than you think it can. So we're going to explore this trail, enjoy this beautiful Welsh countryside. It's going to be about 30 degrees, which is very unusual. I think we're almost at the top. I certainly hope we are because we're a bit knackered. So let's have a look and see what the CHAINRING Trail in Cwm Carn has to offer. Okay, this is the first bit of downhill we've got to. Blowy up here, this breeze is fantastic. So I think this is the first bit of payback on the CHAINRING Trail. So let's go and have a look at it. This is one of those things where... Whoa!
One thing you can get away with a fat bike. Got those rocks way steep. I didn't know there was lots of crisscrossy routes. With a tyre this big, you pick a line and you just go for it. After a short prayer, obviously. Alright, back in the hunt. Here he is. Into the woods. He's off. I'm glad I've got my dark lenses on. I can't see a thing. Dealing with it. Ooh, which way? Ah, yeah. Epic. And here we go again. One of the bigger drops out here. No chance there. So tell me, how's a big drop on a fat bike? It just came out of nowhere, that's the trouble. Oh, what a laugh. Great day, great company. What a place. What a place. Oh, I tell you what, I hope this is doing justice. What a trail. I mean, it's just all here. Okay, here we go. Just what that Ican bike has been through for those rocks. What a bike! Wait, it's slidey in here, doesn't it? Dusty, dusty trails, fast, flowing. Oh yes, this is what I was afraid to see what they were big 4.8 tyres drifting on. I nearly ran out of skill there. There we go. Oh my god.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Many thanks to my friend Grant who does a lot of this filming and helping me out. I absolutely loved the Welsh Trail Centres. You know, they're designed specifically for mountain bikes, but they've somehow managed to craft them so that it always looks and feels like it's a natural trail out in the hillside. So Cwm Carn, Afan, Bike Park Wales, these are all fabulous spots. So if you get the opportunity to go, please do. And don't be afraid to take your fat bike. Last week, I had a first look at a Yumpy portable jump ramp. We built it, had a little bit of a play in the garden. Looks like a really nice bit of kit. So I promised I'd take it out into the real world and test it. So in the UK, we're due to go down into lockdown again in a couple of days. So I seized the initiative. I found a couple of friends and I put it on my back, rode out to this place in the woods we know to see if we could have a little jump competition. Okay, so welcome to the Yumpy Jumpy competition. I'm just about to go and meet a couple of mates of mine. So the first thing is, this is the harness. So this sits pretty snugly in here. This isn't light, I gotta tell you. I'm gonna put the actual weight just up here. I mean, it's not super heavy, but it's not a light bit of kit. I've probably got about 15 minutes cycling to meet the guys. So I think we're literally just... Isn't it great when you do these things on camera, you can never find the clip. Okay, so bit of mucking about and a couple of guys went past, so there we go. That is it. So doesn't feel too cumbersome. I'm not sure I'd want to cycle more than about 15 minutes, but you know what, that feels okay. Let's get on with it. Okay, so this is me pedaling along with it. Do you know what, it's not uncomfortable. It is pretty heavy, but if you're riding, I think if you were going on a camping thing and you had a big rucksack, it's certainly no heavier than that. Hello, hello. See, right, boys, right, concentrate, focus. This is, Nick, come and marvel, this is the Yumpy. So we're going to have a Yumpy Jumpy competition.
Lovely. Have you got an ambulance ready? Yeah, you've got the helicopter.
If you hear something circling above, it's the air ambulance.
The buzzards.
The buzzers wouldn't want us. So here we go, boys. This is it.
Looks a bit Blue Peter.
It is a bit Blue Peter.
Or Green Nigel.
I think the reassuring thing is, if I can put it together, anybody can put it together. What a great theory. There we go, gents.
Linda had said
that is it.
Don't do anything, but that sounds easy.
Right, try and stay focused. I should tell you, it looks like you're launching yourself into bloody oblivion, this thing. So what's the plan?
Well, it's not as steep as the one we were hitting last week, or the week before, but...
What do you reckon?
Yeah. You going first?
I'm not going to rob you. Okay, so here's the jump competition. It's got to be fat bikes against, well, just for the sake of convenience, let's call them girls' bikes.
Ooh. What are these, the markers?
They're the markers.
All right. Get them out of the way. Just
so effectively, it's you and Marco against Jason and me.
All right.
I've done that very cleverly because Jason can actually jump. So the plan is, guys, we're going to push the bikes just up to that bit. Beautiful sunny day in Surrey. We're going to hit this and have a competition and see how far we can go. Now would be the time to lower your expectations. If you've seen any videos of guys flying through the air majestically, that is not going to happen. You might want to just click to the next section, but we'll have a laugh doing it. Let's go.
everything but right.
I regret to say.
Hey, Richard,
Limber up, Jay. Limber up, mate.
Richard,
You're right.
from the top.
I'm not high-fiving you. Oh, where'd it go?
Remember,
Yumpy, jumpy. I don't know why us fat bikers are forced to hang around with these losers. Loser.
yeah.
Loser. I think the fat bikes definitely win it on who can do the most ridiculous skid.
Oi, boys, how old are we?
Hello YouTube, my name's Richard and I'm 50. Say it.
Morning YouTube, I'm Nick and I'm 60.
Morning YouTube, I'm Jason and I'm 52.
How old are you?
55. 56 on Thursday.
He just wanted to remind us it's his birthday. Hit it.
Oh, that's better. That's what you
Bloody
gotta do.
kids.
That front wheel come up, Mark.
Hang on, Dave, turn the camera around.
Hello YouTube, I'm Dave, I can't remember how old I am.
Yeah, you might think that was a little skit. He just doesn't know where he is or what he's doing. That's it. Feet either side of the ramp.
Go on. Wheel pot.
David, you've got the second camera.
You are going to go further than this, aren't you? You are going to go further?
Bye Jason.
I'll move my head out the way.
What do you mean? What, you've got no confidence in me?
Come on Mark!
Come on. Get out the bloody way. So guys, this is a proper field test. We've enjoyed this. I think the Yumpy's held up pretty well. You know, we've got some pretty hefty bikes coming over it. It's very solid. There's no part of it, there's no creaks where you think, oh, you know, wood against wood. Maybe there's a point of weakness. It's just a lot of fun. You see, I told you we were useless. Coming up next, there's been lots of talk over the last few years about oval chain rings. They reduce pressure on your knees, they give you more bang for your buck when you're pedaling. So I decided to put one on my fat bike, see what the hype was about and see whether I would buy one and then try and convince everyone else I knew that they were a great idea. So this is how I got on. Okay, to make the comparison as fair as possible, I was very keen to swap like for like. So I took my 28 tooth round chain ring off and put on a similar 28 tooth oval chain ring. I went out on a pretty gentle ride. We've got a pretty mixed ride round here. I deliberately pushed it up 2 or 3 hills just to see how it would feel. I went down a couple of descents to see whether the chain would slap about, and no, it didn't. And generally it felt quite comfortable riding it. There were no standout moments that really bothered me. So what's the science behind oval chain rings? And it's interesting, it's not about producing more power, it's about increasing the effectiveness of your pedaling. This means you waste less energy and you reduce your tiredness. Well, that's the theory, but this is how I actually felt halfway through the ride. Okay, so here's the conclusion. About halfway through the ride, it's not the conclusion
you might expect, it's not the conclusion I thought I was going to be making. The oval chainring, the science is there, the feedback from other people is there. It doesn't suit me. I just feel like I'm working twice as hard. When you're climbing up the hill, yes, I did feel like you were getting that power breather, you know, that stuttering, which when you're on a very extreme hill, I think helps. But for the rest of the ride, we're you know, halfway through a ride, or we're about sort of 15 miles in, whatever else. I'm struggling. I'm using far more energy than I would with the equivalent round chainring. So I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't get a chainring, but try it out. Don't assume it will be better. Yes, the science is there, but for me personally, I just don't get the benefit. Hey everybody, I'm making this slight addendum to the video because since recording it, I went online and I can't find any videos where people don't rave about oval chain rings. On all the Facebook groups I'm a member of, people talk about oval chain rings as delivering huge benefits. You know, people saying, oh, I'll never swap back, instantly felt better. So I'm beginning to think whether, or wonder whether I'm just really weird. And I know it's an individual, it's a preference thing. My second thought was, if oval chain rings are that good and universally liked, why don't they come as standard with every bike? Why isn't it just the assumed de facto thing that you will have an oval chain ring? And I can't quite get my head around that. So the video stands, I put it out there. I'm expecting a lot of comments saying you're an idiot, you put it on upside down, back to front, whatever. But if you try an oval chain ring and you think it doesn't work for me, you're not alone. I'm beginning to wonder whether there's some global conspiracy about them and they just haven't let me in on it yet. But hey, one man's opinion. As I said in the video clip there, go find out for yourself. But if you don't like it and you don't think it helps you, don't worry, you're not alone. The other great thing since the last show has been you guys sending in your videos saying hello from around the world. Do you know what? I think I may have said it in the last episode. Lots of things can divide us, but fat bikes or riding a bike can really unite us. It doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter where you live. So here are a couple of guys who have sent in videos saying hi. I'll let them introduce themselves, but also check out their channels.
Hi everybody, my name is Jens. I live in Missouri and I ride a 2018 Kona Wozo. And the neighbor's cat is here to visit.
Hello everyone from Loves Park, Illinois, United States of America. My name is Rico. I am the MTB Trail Sherpa and I ride a Surly Moonlander.
And I also want to give a quick mention to a great, really successful YouTube channel called VAIBHAV. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. Apologies if I didn't. He rides his fat bike around India. He's trying to promote more cycling in India for fitness, for fun, and also to support a green agenda because it's more environmentally friendly. He's got a great channel, so here's a quick peek at it. I'm also going to invite him to see if we can do a video conference and get him to say hi on the show. So have a quick look at his channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just trying to get this to be a show about everything fat bike. Really enjoy making them. If you've got any suggestions, please let me know. And if you can share this with anyone you know who might enjoy it or ride a fat bike, that would really help me out. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.